I wasn't watching, thankfully.
Right, let me get my...
You've seen that one plenty of times.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah.
Was that this week?
Dan, how many games can you put into the spinny wheel?
As many as you like. But how many do
I'm
I
having a
want
look.
to put in?
Things like Dead by Daylight, Battlefront 2.
We've got 3 so far. So what do you want? Do you want to add these other ones in? Yes or no?
I'm just throwing out names.
You've got
if
in so
people
far.
hate them.
PUBG, Gears 5, Killer Queen Black.
Wreckfest.
Breakfast.
Right, okay, I'm adding Wreckfest.
Jackbox.
High Pack 4, that's a good shout.
I leave soon, though, doesn't it?
Will you stop giving me Arsenal fucking TV?
You love it. Up the Reds.
Favourite bit.
Literally every time Twitch, like straight away, Arsenal TV. Like, I don't want to watch Arsenal TV.
Why not?
Oh, because
Who are you? You're not allowed to say the Y word anymore, are you? To a Spurs supporter?
No, it's racist, and I am a Spurs.
Yeah.
he's a Spurs fan, it's not me.
Hmm.
I think
Wait a minute. I've got a Man United fan, a Tottenham fan, an Arsenal fan to this side here. Where am I? Jamie, what about you?
Jay doesn't do football.
Coventry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Coventry.
Good man.
Coventry are the team. They're up the coverts.
COVID. Up the COVID.
COVID. Right. Someone want to do a live tweet? Because
I done it.
Oh, you done it?
I think there's sky blues, Jay, if you want to go that way.
Scott. Oh, yeah. Well, I knew that obviously. That's why this blew up here.
Try
See?
this.
Yeah.
Jay, there's going to be a code.
Fallout 76.
No, not doing that.
Yeah.
Wait, Dan always makes himself middle. You know, get.
Because can someone do the show notes for me? I need them to do that. Not the show notes. The timestamps. I need timestamps.
Oh, I thought you didn't edit it.
I don't, but now I've added some extra scenes. I'm gonna have to add these into
Extra scenes?
Oh fuck.
Oh yes, I played that game. I thought, you know what? I completely forgot about that game.
Wait a minute. What in that
sod that. Fuck.
made you think of a game?
Oh, because it's a shit game. That's why.
Right, okay, we're set on the games. There's 4. PUBG.
Hold on, I haven't. I'm still going through.
We
the
need
list.
we need
Hold on,
5 games. We each pick a game, and then that's a fair way to do it.
Fine, okay.
Yeah.
So is it my pick then?
Well, yeah, you haven't picked one.
I don't
We
care.
each 4 pick one.
What did you put in, Gray?
I don't mind. I'm happy to go with one of those. So just let Dan.
We'll just make
pick one.
Dan pick one, and then we say we had one.
Yeah.
So, what's had PUBG? I had Killer Queen Black. Great. Jamie had Gears 5 because he's a twat.
Oh, jeez. I'll take
Cheers.
Wreckfest then.
You take Wreckfest.
And I've
then-
got Falconeer.
There we go. 5 done. Happy days.
Right, save that.
Easy as that.
Yeah. Do you guys want to quickly jump onto Twitch? I'll show you the scenes I've done.
On Twitch
Yeah,
now.
I'm just watching it now. Yeah.
Okay.
Watching you in the middle.
Hi. Okay, so this is Project Game Pass. You might want to turn it up. Xbox Tavern presents Project Game Pass. Xbox Tavern presents Project Game Pass. Xbox Tavern presents Project Game Pass.
Oh,
Okay, and then
Nice.
this
Oh,
is
we
for
got doubles.
our game.
well, I can
pick.
see
That's-
you now. I can see you topless doing that.
The thing is, that started off really well. That started off like the old EA Sports ones. That started off really good, and then it fell off a cliff.
Yeah, you ruined it.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't get paid enough to voice over this. And then that's our little spinny wheel. So
What's the blue and the red?
Yeah.
that's
What's
just
on the
different games.
Wheel.
That's just the different bits. So and then I press.
Sure, that's not accurate then, because there's only.
It's random. And then it.
But you
will
see this?
go-
Is it just me who sees a spinning wheel and there's only?
Yeah, and then it'll say you won Killer Queen Black. And that's how it runs.
Is it going to pop up something big on the screen?
Yeah, it should do. Did you not see it at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
won Killer
Oh
Queen
yeah,
Black.
you won Killer
Oh,
Black.
stupid. The tap here to verify settings. Shit out the way.
Right, there you go.
There you go. You won.
What the
Gears
fuck
five.
is that, Dan?
But what's the red and the blue about?
Yeah, the two random
Falconeer.
colours.
Just that's the colours that I picked for the.
So Falconeer only gets one pick.
Yeah.
By the looks of
Yeah.
it.
Falconeer looks good. He's only got a little tiny blue one.
Killer Queen Black's all over the place. Like we have to play Killer.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
how it.
one chance.
I don't know
Use
how
the
it
white
works,
one,
but
Ian.
it seems like they've all got
I
their
know.
own. Yeah, it seems like they've
I mean,
all
the Gears
got enough.
5 has way
That's
too
fine.
many.
That's fine because I played Falconeer already, and yeah.
Right, okay.
I
So,
play Killer Queen Black, but it's probably more fun playing with people.
Mm.
That I know.
so
Yeah.
Okay, I'm recording this. We're 5 minutes in already. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Should I start recording the actual audio now?
Yeah, I suppose I should allow you to record the audio, shouldn't I?
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Someone agree on the timestamps.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to do it.
Oh no, you have to do the timestamps. I'm so sorry.
How do I know? Oh, there we are. Right.
Fucking proper salty this evening.
Yeah, it is.
My sass is doubled.
It is.
Sass level is
Ramped it up.
extreme.
He's added
I
some extra
still
points.
laugh about it to piss out Dad for his weight. I feel really bad about it though.
Done. There's my beer.
I think it was like one of the earlier podcasts, like you were saying, I've hit 14 stone. I went, really?
Hey, I'm down. I'm under. I haven't weighed myself since, but I'm under. Right, start.
Should I start recording it? Or not?
Oh
Not yet, hang
no.
on.
What's
Uh-oh.
happened?
Liverpool letting it go.
Liverpool scored, but it looks like the full ball was at play already. God damn it.
Who scored?
Liverpool. Curtis
Yeah,
Jones.
I think when he says who, he's talking about the person.
Curtis Jones.
Yeah, he's the midfielder. He's been on there for like.
Oh no,
15
that ball wasn't to play.
No, I can't believe it's still 0-0. Bloody hell.
No, it's 1-0.
Oh, is it 1-0 now? It is 1-0 now. Okay.
Well, VAR's looking at it, but I think they've gave it.
Okay, you ready?
Sorry, yes.
Yes.
Right, hit record. The intro's coming in. I'll point to you when you're ready, Jay.
Oh, hi there. Welcome to Xpod Tavern episode 18th. Another wonderful Sunday evening, as always. I'm joined once again by Daniel,
Hello.
Ian,
Hello.
Ross,
Hello.
and Grayman.
Hello.
How are we, gentlemen?
Doing
Yeah,
well.
good, thank you.
Good, good.
How are you?
Wonderful. Tired. It's been a weird weekend. I haven't really done anything, but I'm absolutely knackered. But that's probably staying up too late playing Division.
Really, midnight?
That's
I
late.
know, but then,
Are you? No, you're old.
yeah, the kids got up about 3 o'clock though.
What?
That's
Wait.
not fun.
Ouch.
Yeah, she,
I was only going to bed at 3.
yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But anyway, let's move on. Let's carry on. Just a quick bit of housekeeping. So obviously every week we're live on Twitch, as we are right now, on twitch.tv/Xbox Tavern. If you want to pop along and give us a watch, you pop in the comments, send us a question or a comment or I don't know, some kind of funny joke or something entertaining. The podcast will then go up on podcast apps, Google Play and iTunes. We actually got an iTunes review, Apple podcast review from Miss. Oh God, I don't want to mispronounce
so
this.
it's Miss Bella is.
Thank you, Miss. I thought it was Bellows. Miss Bella Laws. Right. Miss Bella is. She says the hosts have great chemistry. All the Xbox news in one place. Love it. Thank you very much. If you want to get your one read out on the show as well, just leave us a review, and we'll keep checking on them, and you could be on the show. It'd be amazing.
Be polite.
Just be nice, as we keep saying. Just be nice.
Be
Um,
kind.
You can find the video version of the podcast archived on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Xbox Tavern Official, as where we do review videos and gameplay videos, as well as Ross does a weekly news video every Wednesday. So obviously this week's one went up. Ross, do you want to give us a quick run over of what you went over this week's news video?
So this week we had, let's try, I think we had Fall Guys. I forgot what we had. We had Fall Guys. We had. I genuinely can't remember. I know Fall Guys was the big story. I think I went on about
That was the main
We had
one. Yeah.
news.
There was news,
it was,
and it was Xbox related.
Yeah, I
Yes,
can't
it
even
was.
think. I can't even
I'm
help
trying to
you
think
out.
what I had. There was other things. There
So I'll put
was
you on the
Fall
spot then.
Guys. Oh, there was the FPS boost. That was actually one of the bigger stories. Actually, I've waiting on for quite a wee bit
Yes.
about how that was going to affect games, what games were affected. I think I've went into detail on what some of the improvements were. So I think I ran through the UFC things and things like that. And the other story was something that was important, but was not that important.
I'm having a look now. Hang on.
But each Wednesday, have you got a set time that you put them up on a Wednesday?
2:30 at least.
Ah,
Okay.
Tony Hawk's.
Tony Hawk, that's what it was.
Yes, getting the next gen upgrade, which a bit of
You
a
have to pay for
I was going to say a bit of a shit show. Really, you've got to pay an extra tenner in it to.
£10 to have to upgrade if you want the next gen, unless you've got the deluxe edition just now, and then they're doing it free of charge.
Yeah, well, that's nice of them because basically that £10 basically upgrades it to the deluxe edition, I think, doesn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but smart delivery for the win and all that.
Yep.
Unless you're Activision. Anyway, let's carry on. So Patreon, patreon.com/Xbox Tavern. If you want to give us a few bucks to help us keep the podcast and the site going, that'd be great. And then the site obviously is xboxtavern.com, where we put most of our written reviews and previews and interviews and etc. up. So yeah, please pop along there and have a little read of what we put up. And then we still got the Insert Coin collaboration going on at the moment. So if you go to insertcoin.com, insertcoinclothing.com, until June, we've got a 20% off discount code, which is Xbox Tavern 20. You'll see on the Twitch stream as well down the corner there, and that's off of any orders excluding postage, bundles, and gift cards. Was it? But there's an article on the site with the full details on there. Again, xboxtavern.com. And yeah, and we go from there. So good close. I mean, once again, I got my Gears jumper this week. I got my Gears t-shirt. Because we're all about Gears of War, aren't we, Ian?
Got one back there as well.
I'm on ukulele today. Ukulele.
And yes, it's 20% off. Can't complain, can you?
Yeah,
I was having a look earlier on actually, and there's a couple of things on there, but I need to sweet talk the wife a little bit more before. I start ordering more.
You need to hold out. I think it seems like every Friday they drop something like get a free hoodie, get a free beanie, get a free pin. So I think I spent over a certain amount 2 weeks ago and got a free glitch pin.
Oh yeah.
So always keep hold of, keep an eye out, and then you'll get a freebie added to your order. Which is
Don't wait
nice.
too long though, because I made that mistake last week. I was going to get the Wolfenstein and the Resident Evil hoodie, and I waited.
Oh yeah,
and
we're going to do that.
Yeah, I waited. I was waiting for Ian to confirm whether he wanted
Oh
anything
my
or not.
god, yeah, because I want to.
And then I went back, and all of the sizes I want were sold out because
you forgot to remind
they're
me.
awesome. I did remind you, and you didn't reply.
I have the Wolfenstein hoodie coming next week.
Yeah, it was
Jamie,
you.
I
It was
wanted
you.
that as well. No.
Well, unless you want an extra small, we're out of luck now. But hopefully they'll restock it. They do restock stuff from time to time,
Yeah, they will restock.
so we'll keep an eye out. And we'll go from there.
Dad's
But
on the wife beater.
One thing I did notice is, have you clicked onto their deleted section or the stuff that don't run anymore?
yeah, I've regularly perused that and be like, oh,
I wish I had known about this site about 8-10 months ago, because there were so many Borderlands t-shirts on it that I would
yeah,
just...
there's a load of Borderlands stuff going on.
Yeah.
I still look because obviously I've got t-shirts from when they sort of first started, and I'd like to replenish them because they're getting a bit worn now from over all the years. But no,
Went with my clothes, and pretty much 80% of my clothes is insert coin now.
yeah, damn right. Well worth checking out. Insertcoinclothing.com, and then Xbox Tavern 20.
For 20%
Right, Shields-
off.
20%
Shield Zone,
off.
Shield Zone done. Let's move on to video games and video game news. And let's get into the topic of the week. We need like a jingle for this, don't we? Really?
Topic
week.
of the week.
Thank you, Ian.
One of you guys can do it. I'm not doing it.
I'll timestamp that.
Should be different each time, or spin the wheel for that one.
Yeah, who creates it? I can do that.
Yeah.
So who has to
Get
sing
Jamie's
it?
best friend to do it.
Anyway, let's move on. Oh yeah, well, if you saw the pre-show, you obviously no thanks. Anyway, BioWare, they're ending development on Anthem after over a year of overhaul, and will instead focus its resources on Dragon Age and Mass Effect. So obviously, Anthem come out in, what was it, 2018? Was it? Sorry, 2019, and it kind of got shit on basically when it come out. A lot of issues with it when it launched. and they eventually decided to go back and try and improve it with Anthem next. And we haven't really heard anything about it in the last year since they announced that. And it was announced this past week that they've decided to give up. Basically, they don't seem to see the point in carrying on. I know I briefly played the beta, I think, but I never really got into the full release. Has any of you lot played the game since it came out?
No, same as you. I played the beta and I absolutely hated it. I was like, nope, not me.
I didn't even get that far.
You're lucky.
I played a little bit of it.
I put about 40 hours in it and
my
then
God.
realised that there was nothing to actually do once I'd put my 40 hours in it. I went, oh, this was a ginormous waste of time.
So what did you do for those 40 hours in?
So there's like, it was mostly upgrading your suit, just getting resources to get new bits for your suit, to upgrade your weapons. The thing is, it's like most looting shooters, you're just trying to make your build slightly better, whether it be by weapons, parts, whatever it may be. But there was a bit of disappointment that it didn't actually, like, you wanted to have all this grind to get the best legendary gear to then say take on like a raid boss or things like that, like Destiny. But
it didn't have the panache or the finish.
they eventually, like, obviously they had the, what was it? I can't remember what it was called, the Cataclysm or whatever it was called. The bit where it was, everything was turned up to 10, but it was too little too late by that point.
Yeah, wasn't that the big world event that sort of
it was
storms
like
and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, it was like if you managed to get through it, you got the best loot that you could get. But by the time they had actually fixed that, it was, most people had dropped off it. I mean, there's still some people who are massive fans, and the concept was fantastic, but the whole package was just such a disappointment.
So did you play? Sorry, go on.
I said, didn't they try and blame COVID as well for how bad why they're not doing it anymore?
I mean, I get that COVID's affected it, but how much can you really be limited by COVID when you're doing online and doing code and things like that? I mean, I'm sitting on my computer, and if I knew how to do it, I could do it in my house.
Saying that, I don't get it there. I think they try to use that as an excuse, even though it's just basically a shit show of a game.
I think that's a developer, isn't it? For everyone now, COVID is if they're going to delay a game or get rid of a game, it's COVID, and then you can swiftly move on and everyone goes, oh, okay.
Yes, it's kind of a catch-all excuse for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, most things are still running to some extent, so why is the video game industry being hit so hard?
It's just a convenient excuse, isn't it? We can't because we had to. Anyway, just look, shiny new Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
That's it. It's like, oh yeah, don't worry about that. It's Mass Effect Dragon Age. Yeah. I mean, makes you wonder how long the servers are going to start for that, because isn't it all server based?
Mostly for Anthem, yeah. It makes you wonder if they couldn't work on Anthem because of COVID, how did they manage to redesign Mass Effect?
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
I think with this they basically they sort of it got so canned when it came out, and it probably would have taken a hell of a lot of work, because it wasn't just like you said, Ross, there wasn't much to do. It was like a lot of tech issues, and just it wasn't a BioWare game, really, was it? There was no sort of story or choice-based stuff. It was just trying to be, like you said, like Destiny or one of those games as a service, but not with any. The only thing it had going for it was the movement. I think when it we like the Iron Man style suits and flying.
Oh, the movement in that game was brilliant.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was fantastic.
The co-op aspect of it was great. It was the fact of the loot wasn't. The loot was the loot. It wasn't that much different, was it? Yeah. And then the end game was
non-existent.
Yeah, you kind of did all your hours, and then all of a sudden it was, oh, okay, that's it. Thanks for coming.
For showing up.
Yeah, the carrot and the stick wasn't that long.
So I haven't really kept up because, again, I wasn't really interested in the first place, but did they actually show off any of what they'd sort of planned for Anthem next? Like any screens of improvement, like improved visuals or any UI changes or anything like that?
The thing is, like visual wise, it didn't need to be touched because looks, it was a beautiful game. Like I remember the first mission where you're in like a forest type area. It's mind blowing. It's one of the most sort of beautiful games that are out there. The whole Iron Man type suit flying through the air, amazing. The combat was really solid, but then you got back to the central hub and it was like just monotonous to navigate. And then, as I say, like lack of really any sort of direction was the biggest issue. I think if they had a more I don't even know if the game itself was the issue. They didn't have a roadmap of where they wanted it to go.
Yeah.
I think that was a big issue for that as well. If they had sort of, this is what we've got just now, but given 6 months' time, we'll end up here. Okay, folk would have maybe stuck with it, but it was like, this is where we are, and we might have something here, but we don't know, and we can't tell you anything. So,
do you think it would have been better served as a single player, like a traditional BioWare game then?
No.
Or was it just the only thing it had going was the movement rather than anything else?
The co-op aspect was one of the more redeeming features. Playing with a group. I suppose it's the same as anything like Destiny.
It's a bit like Division and Destiny. Yeah, you can't play those games alone.
I mean, if you jump into Destiny by yourself, sure, you can play the campaign and things like that. You can jump into the Crucible by yourself, and same with Division. But if you want to get the full experience out of it, you need to be in a squad.
Yeah,
it's not with Jamie.
Outrageous. I think we all did pretty pants last night, especially at that last mission. But anyway,
your fault.
We'll get back to that. Well, yeah, I don't know what happened there. So obviously, again, they basically have given up on that. I think they're going to keep it running, aren't they? They're not shutting it down or anything like that. They're just not going to bother.
No more updates, basically.
Yeah. No more DLC, and certainly not the overhaul.
That'll get shut down.
Yeah.
Well, it's server-based, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's only a matter of time, isn't it?
They'll have to go by numbers. I think wherever the numbers drop off completely, they'll go, well, there's no point.
I mean, yeah, if they've given up trying to improve it to get more people in, then yeah, surely there can't be that many people left that are playing it regularly enough for them to keep it running for much longer, which is a bit of a kick in the bollocks, really, for the people who paid 60 quid for it. Less than 2 years ago?
Yep.
That's for most games, you could say, though, especially with the Game Pass and stuff.
I think that, I think the biggest issue with that type of game is they're always going to be compared to Destiny. So you really need to have something that can match up to Destiny to drag players away from it. I mean, that new one, what is it? Outriders, from what I've seen, has got a lot of good write-ups regarding it. But is it going to have enough to take the crown off Destiny? That's Destiny done it first, so therefore it's always going to have the following to keep it going.
But Destiny had a bumpy start as well. I think that's...
It did, yeah.
It did. That's the thing. When I played the beta of Destiny, the first one, I didn't like it. And I played it again when they kind of updated a few things. Absolutely loved it. Played the second one. Not for me.
Yeah, I think the trouble is with choice now, because we've got so many looter shooters that are kind of in and around. You can dip in and out if you're not.
That's for me. Maybe back then it wasn't that many there, so you thought, "Oh, this is probably the main spacey shooter looter."
I think Destiny wasn't it? I mean, if you look back, the only other real looter shooter was probably Borderlands.
Even that wasn't like an MMO style one.
There wasn't like gear.
It's a totally different style of looter shooter. As much as it was the original looter shooter, it's not in the same type of category as Destiny.
Yeah, because Destiny, you've got to be like coordinate, especially if you do the raids and stuff.
Yeah.
The problem with it as well. Nice, all Karen.
I was going to say, there's not much in Borderlands where you need a group to do it. It's like if you want to do Borderlands by yourself, as well as you're not as bad as Dan at playing it, you can do pretty much any of it by yourself. Whereas Destiny, if you try and do like a trial or a raid, if you try and go and by yourself,
you're dead. Yeah, and
and it's not even that. It's not even the fact that you die. You physically need people to like activate the puzzle. So if you've only been by yourself, you can't do it.
I think that's the thing. Like Borderlands, like you say, is enhanced by co-op, whereas something like Destiny is pretty much required.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want the full proper factor of getting it, Destiny, Division, they're all ones to play co-op. You won't get half the gameplay on its own.
But then there's only so much room. It's a similar sort of thing to like WoW. Like you got WoW, obviously the biggest MMO in the world, and then you got all these other ones that try to take a bit of its pie. But everyone's only got so much time to invest all of their time in one game. Yeah. So something like Anthem coming out when you got Destiny and you got Division and you got 10 ton of other games like that. Something had to give, and
I said they tried to get into the whole that kind of fun of the game. I almost liking this game. Let's make our own one. In reality, was
like an MMO Hunger Games,
basically. Yeah. And if you haven't got the stuff to sort of back it up, I mean, even like I said, Destiny's had its foibles, but that sort of pulled through. But Anthem just come out the gate and fell flat on its face.
Pancake.
Yeah. Proper pancakes, yeah. Someone spat in their mouth, well and truly. So yes, they've given up on that basically. But as I said, they're going to move on to focusing on Dragon Age and Mass Effect, and it seems to be some of the team moved across to sort of support that. So I'm just having a look at Bloomberg's article here from Jason Schreier. Good old Jason Schreier. And it's Bloomberg, yep. Yeah. Check me out. I'm reading Bloomberg. I don't think I'm lost. What am I doing here? So they're basically what he says is video game publisher Electronic Arts has made a major pivot in the next game in the popular Dragon Age series, allowing the developers to remove all planned multiplayer components from the game, according to people familiar with the matter. So it sounds like, sort of skimming through his article here, that they were going to have some sort of Anthem-esque online capabilities for the next Dragon Age, which immediately sounds like a fucking terrible idea, because Dragon Age is again a single player RPG. I know Inquisition had some sort of multiplayer, didn't it? But it wasn't the main crux of it. That was just like a side mode, wasn't it? Has anyone else played Inquisition?
Yep.
I played it, but I can't think of the multiplayer part.
Yeah, the multiplayer was a very small part of the game. It was like the Mass Effect, the Mass Effect multiplayer. You didn't need to really worry about it, but it was a nice little add-on to the story.
Right.
I remember I tried it with our mate Pete. I think it must have been you, Ian, or you, Graham, that joined, because it was three of us, and yeah, we just did not get on with it at all. We played it once, maybe twice, and gave up.
Whatever nutcase at BioWare decided that they had any sort of games with service for a Dragon Age game should be hung, drawn, and quartered.
That's an extreme.
Oh, I mean,
what? Yeah, as you say, why would you want that? Like,
so you had Dragon Age 1, 80 hour plus single player campaign. Dragon Age 2, 80 plus hour single player campaign. Inquisition, same again. Oh, let's change it.
Yes, let's throw it into the crowded multiplayer genre, online service genre, and just completely
generate enough. You need to find some way of putting more money, spinning shit in there.
More loot boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they could even do stuff like that, couldn't they? They could have microtransactions.
Yeah.
Not that I'd want them.
Oh no!
But
have how your Inquisitor's sword changes shape and color for 79 pence, or a full new set of dragon armor for £3.50. Don't put it as a multiplayer online game.
We'll give them the Rick
Don't
Astley
force
dancer
me to
mode.
play with people.
Exactly.
Never gonna.
But yeah, like I said, there's so many RPGs are sort of right for that sort of thing, aren't they? Custom armor and weapons, and even new characters or quests or something like the original Dragon Age. They did some of that stuff in, didn't they?
Yeah.
But no, let's just make it an online multiplayer server based nonsense.
It's a massive gamble.
Yeah, that could have ruined the game by itself. They could have had a fantastic story, but if you had that crutch to have to go back on, then it could have ruined it.
Yeah. So now we're looking at them sort of changing, changing tact. We could be waiting even longer for this Dragon Age that we've been waiting, however, 4 or 5 years now already.
I think it was earliest. Was it not 2023? Would be the earliest we would see it.
Yeah. That's mad. And then I imagine the new Mass Effect will be behind that as well, because that's not going to be
I would say,
come in front of that, is it? Yeah. So yeah, good thing they're announcing stuff here in a timely manner. Please be excited, as Square Enix like to say. So do we have any more thoughts on what we'd like to see from a new Dragon Age, now that we know they've sort of pivoted away from what we all wanted, like a live service game?
More aspects for Dragon Age 1, nothing from Dragon Age 2, and the combat system for Dragon Age 3.
Yeah, I could get behind that. What have you played them all, Graham, haven't you?
Yeah, I've played them all.
Yeah. Which one was your sort of top one?
It's always the first, because it just really sort of brought you into it. It's kind of like a brand new experience, and it kind of ticked so many boxes and the different options, the way to sort of start it off. It was kind of like a new kind of thing, and it was great. It kind of, you wanted a lot more games to sort of play it that way, like different angles, and you don't see much like that kind of innovation. And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it kind
start-
of hooked you in early.
Yeah, starting off with the 6 different sort of origin stories, as it were.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. I mean, I only played 1, maybe 2 of them, but it sort of just set you up for the rest of the game, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it was very clever. But I didn't like number 2 so much. I didn't replay very much of it though, to be fair.
Thing is, 2 wasn't too bad, but when you compare it next to 1 and 3, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Which I think
So-
is an issue.
I didn't like 3 either.
No?
No, I didn't get very far. Well, I eventually got out of the hinterlands, which is what Pete wanted me to do. So get out there and it gets better, and I did,
Yeah.
and I never went back to it.
Dan, I guess you've been quiet like me. You haven't played them.
I've played Dragon. I remember Inquisition vaguely. I remember playing the first one, but for the
I
life
forget
of
you
me,
don't complete games.
No.
I mean
If he gets
those I
past the
didn't.
tutorial, he's doing well.
Those, I didn't. But I did enjoy it. I remember enjoying the first one because how the story worked and how you could flick through your characters, or make your characters help you during a battle, I should say. But
It was sort of similar to Knights of the Old Republic style, wasn't it?
You
Which
see,
is
I
what
never
liked.
played that. So for Dragon Age was the first game that I had that. Wow, I can get whatever her name was to do magic and do an area of effect of damage, and I can't even remember. Was one a dwarf or a troll or something? I always remember playing as the knight because you got to play
I
as
can't remember little dwarf and matey's name.
I can't remember any of them, but all I remember is the soldier guy looked like Prince Charming. So I was like, yeah, that's the guy.
Alistair.
Yeah, Alistair. That's it, Alistair.
It's only a name I can remember. I can't even remember. What was the witch's name?
Morrigan.
Morrigan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Varric was the dwarf.
Varric,
yes,
that was
That's
it.
the
Yeah,
one, yes.
He's
That's it.
the narrator of the new one as well.
And he had like a big long ginger beard, didn't he?
He was kick ass as well. He was right-
Oh wait, that wasn't
proper
Varric.
useful.
Oh, Pete had a thing for the ginger one, Leilana, something like that.
Leila, the
Yeah.
the sort
yeah.
of the
Saucy.
chantry lassie.
Rogue or one, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was pretty good.
I think Inquisition's biggest downfall was it came out 6 months before The Witcher. So I think a lot more people would have stuck with Inquisition and replayed it, and then they played The Witcher and went, "Oh, this is how this sort of game's meant to play."
Some of
Yeah.
the different styles, though. Like, it's
Yeah,
more
they are,
squad-based, but
They give you the sort of sword and shield type combat, dragons, stuff like
Better
that.
story.
true.
Better characters.
Yeah.
I
But then that's based off a book, so that's cheating.
But yeah, so Dragon Age, we'll eventually see it one day, maybe again, possibly, maybe down the line eventually, but hopefully with no live service nonsense attached on, rolling loot boxes and random RNG stuff to get your sword up to level 493 and all this nonsense. Yeah. So should we move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it. This is a very quick one. I meant to add in earlier on. Microsoft apparently could be planning to hold a Bethesda event next month. Obviously, as we discussed a couple of weeks ago, their acquisition should be signed off in a couple of days, thanks to the EU sort of giving it the thumbs up or the thumbs down.
Yeah, ratification, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it could be that they're sort of planning once that's done, which looks like it's gonna. There should be no reason for it to fail. That they might be planning some sort of big event. This comes from Jeff Grubb, who claimed in a new podcast that the Xbox firm is planning to extensively detail its plans for Bethesda. Excuse me, I can't speak. Bethesda. There we go. I think this is one of the milestones for Microsoft before E3, where once the deal closes, they will talk about it in a big way. I don't know if it will be a full direct style event, but they will make note about it and they will talk about it extensively, explain what it means for everybody, and talk about the immediate future of both companies becoming one. So yeah, expect that to happen sometime in mid-March.
Ooh.
So obviously, as I said, March 5th is when the thing sort of gets signed off. So what do you think we might see from Microsoft and Bethesda? Do you think we'll see more Starfield? Maybe a bit of Elder Scrolls 6?
New Vegas 2.
I just want them to say,
Something-
you
yeah,
know what?
something-
Just shut up. All our games are going to be either exclusive or times exclusive. Deal with it.
You see, I'd like that actually, just to kind of
Just them to come out and just say it.
just
Say,
Yeah.
'cause it's so
finally
much
say-
like, oh, it's going to come to PlayStation as well. They can't afford to do it on just Microsoft.
Yeah, just to have that kind of, not necessarily it's going to be exclusive. I want them to be very, this is how we're going. This is the roadmap with any Bethesda games. They're going to be this.
It's a majority of the games are going to be exclusive. There'll be a very few that'll be timed exclusive, probably up to a year.
Yeah,
That's it.
it. And by the way, everything is now in Game Pass. Done. Thanos snap.
And I want them to say as well, and Jamie Collier fucking start New Vegas.
No, how many weeks has this been in the homework and he's still never done it?
I know. I can
Well,
swear now as well. I can swear you.
If it makes you feel any better, not
You
only
haven't
did I
started.
install it on my Xbox, but I installed it on this PC or this laptop.
Oh,
Oh,
I haven't played
started.
it,
Oh,
but I've installed it in 2 places, so I've got sort of double my
Get in there.
chances.
Honestly, even if you play the first hour, you'll get like
a clap.
Yeah.
everything you need to keep
Do you-
you going.
Do you know what? This week has been a right pain in the ass to try and actually play anything. So, but next week, all right, next week. I promise.
Next week you won't
Next
play
week.
it. You'll make an
I
excuse.
will have played at least the title screen,
no, you won't.
if not the opening cutscene. So as you said, it'd be good to get them to sort of put a firm.
Just
Right,
clarity, maybe.
This is
Yeah.
they're either exclusive or they're timed exclusive or they're not coming to any other console, or even if they say we'll judge it on a game by game basis, but
For now, it's all exclusive.
for example, Starfield's coming out next year. It's going to be first on Xbox, something like that. But yeah, do you reckon they'll show any new games off, or do you think they'll just stick to what we know?
They'll probably stick to what we know, or they'll probably do a non-gameplay trailer of a game they've got announced.
So I reckon there's something sitting there waiting to drop. I think it's they've had what, almost I want to say, no, it's not a year. They've had a long time.
9 months.
It's been a
There's
long
been
time.
A long time. There's got to be something. It's a celebration of Bethesda coming to
Give me Fallout 5.
Fallout 5.
Really?
Yes. Fallout 5 would be good.
But where would Fallout, like, realistically, where would Fallout 5 go?
You could go Japan.
It's going to be in America.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be America.
Aren't they all based American? then?
Oh, of course they are. Seattle,
And you've had what you had. You've had California.
Florida. There we go. Florida.
Florida. You've had California. You've had East Coast and sort of Washington area. You've had
Boston.
Vegas. You've had Boston. So it has to go West Coast again if you're saying anything.
Yeah,
What
I
about
guess the
starting in
West.
Canada?
But
And
Alaska.
then you have to go down.
Well, wait, wasn't Alaska
Hawaii.
Anchorage?
Yeah,
Is that
true.
not like the DLC for 3?
Yeah, it was DLC. Yeah, Hawaii maybe. That'd be quite cool.
That'd be funky.
Little island. But then yeah, I guess maybe I think
Big enough.
Florida might be a good shout. So there's quite a bit of stuff to do in Florida.
Yeah, visit a post-apocalyptic Disney
Yeah, I was
World.
about to say a mutant
That would be
Disneyland.
awesome, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got all the wides and stuff.
Make it some sort of like Nuka World type idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens in mid-March, hopefully. I don't want them to show another bullshit trailer of Elder Scrolls. Be like, it's coming.
Someone just
Title
flying.
screen.
Yeah, that's
Mountains.
literally all they showed.
It's
off
always
so far, innit?
mountains, isn't it?
Mountains and a logo.
Sky
Yeah,
and logo.
we know it's coming.
Did you see the one of the guy running up the hill behind a rock? It was like an 8-second trailer that they had put out. Well, in fact, I don't even think it was 8 seconds. I think it was maybe something like 4 or 5 seconds. And it was just somebody running up a hill, hiding behind a rock, and then they dropped Elder Scrolls in front of them. That was that could have been any generic Unreal 5 type engine that you could have put anything in and just dropped Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
Just need a picture of what's his name, Todd Howard's face, and just put Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know it's coming, you just don't know when.
Just why I still don't understand why they bothered to drop that very brief teaser. What, 2 years ago now? 3 years ago when
Yeah.
Fallout 76 was announced. That's why, I guess.
To shut
Did they
people
not-
up.
Did they not drop like Fallout 6 months before it was due to come out? Or was that what was that? The
Yeah,
one that they'd done
76
that?
was done at E3 and then it came out in the same year.
Fallout
Yeah,
4,
it was like do
That was
that.
76.
Was it
4 was
76?
announced- Yeah, 4 was announced in like a year and a bit before it came out. 76 was literally 6 months, if that.
Elder Scrolls has been kicking around for what, a year and a half, 2 years almost.
2 years last year, 2
Yeah,
years.
and it doesn't look anywhere near ready. So
Well, no, they've already said that Starfield is coming first, and they haven't
yeah,
even
and
announced
that's
when
nowhere near
coming out.
ready.
Yeah. And this year will be 10 years since Skyrim came out.
Well, they've slowly stopped doing stuff on 76, so maybe Fallout could be
Yeah, that's
One of
another one
those.
of those service ones that kind of shit the bed as well, isn't it?
Dishonored
Oh,
No,
that
3.
was dreadful.
76 has went the opposite way. 76 is actually really, really good to play right
It went bad.
Now.
It was bad to
and
start
it was
with. Now it's
horrible to begin with. Like I was so up on a multiplayer Fallout game, and it was dreadful. It was so
good. I'm
bad.
still confused while I'm doing half the time in the game, but
But now they've sort of interested the NPCs. They've got like the Brotherhood of Steel and things like that, and it now has some sort of direction in it. But where it began was woeful.
Maybe we'll get back to that one day. One day.
yeah, we can add that to the list.
Add that to the list maybe next month. We'll see. Great. Did you ever actually play more of it? Because I know you bought it sort of early on, didn't you?
I did, but it was such a shame of what the hell is happening. Of doing the same mission about 3 times. It's like, this is giving me flashbacks of ADST. I need to stop.
They didn't help themselves with that. What was that premium thing that they brought in as well? There was like a premium pass.
Yeah,
that
it was 120 quid a year or something stupid like that, wasn't it?
It was something
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
some weird,
Give you-
yes.
Give you access to
And it was
private
like-
servers and a few extra like benefits. And
What?
whatever.
Your game's not popular enough as it is, and you're trying to charge people £120 to make it slightly better.
Oh, was
And
it?
only for people who pay as well. Like you.
Exactly.
Didn't they? What was the other thing when they did the special editions? You got the bag, and the bag would fall apart as soon as
Oh,
you
yeah,
put something
they
in it.
missold and dodged
It
them.
was terrible. It was maybe like a full blown canvas bag, and it was like a bag for life at a Tesco's.
Yeah,
It was like a nylon thing that was just naff, wasn't it? Compared
Yeah.
to what they advertise. Yeah, they proper messed their. They almost make Anthem look like it was a success when they
Yeah.
put Fallout 76.
That's a
out.
good point. Yeah, being that
Pro-
way.
Proper messed up. But yes. Anyway, let's get on to more positive things, shall we? So yeah, one day we'll get to play some of the video games we talked about already. So we got Dragon Age, we got Mass Effect, and we got what we just talk about Bethesda's games, which are going to be at least 4 or 5 years away. So let's talk about some more up and coming stuff, shall we? Multiplayer for Watch Dogs comes March 9th. Ian, I know you play Watch Dogs. I don't know if any other you have, but are you looking forward to playing some multiplayer on Watch Dogs Legion?
Well, they've now it's not coming with achievements, so probably not. Hey, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. They go, no achievements coming in multiplayer. Well, I'm out.
I'll delete that one. Thank you.
I'm out.
Have they?
Yeah.
I must admit, I haven't sort of looked into it. Is it like campaign co-op, or is it just you join a world and go around and muck around for a bit?
Yeah, you kind of it's like co-op free roam. So I imagine you can do co-op. There'll be new co-op missions you can do with each other, and they'll probably bring out. I know you've got the whole invader world as well, so you can try and kill another operative.
Yeah.
Like they had
It
in the
won't.
first
It won't be.
one.
It won't be like you can team up and go through the story campaign.
I don't think it'd be story campaign. No, I imagine it'd be standalone kind of
Yeah.
storyline.
Yeah. No,
I haven't really looked much into it. As soon as I mentioned no achievements, I was like, oh, next article.
Anyone else got any interest in the Watch Dogs multiplayer? Or-
No.
I've only got a small
Cool.
interest in playing the game, let alone multiplayer.
The game's all right. The game was fun, but
I would
Yeah.
like to try it, but that's the same with all the Watch Dogs games. I've always been like, yeah, I'd like to try them, and I never have. So they can go behind Fallout New Vegas. Halo TV show is coming 2022 at
is
last.
it based on ODST?
If it was, it would probably win like an Emmy or an Oscar or a
Razzie.
Razzie. I was trying to think of that one. Yeah, apparently it will
Awards.
finally debut Q1 2022, so early next year. In the US, it will debut on Paramount Plus. I'm not sure, doesn't say where. Sort of, we'll get to see it in the UK, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
It's like, why now until it's like next year? Like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's again same sort of thing with the games you were talking about. It was announced so long ago, but so by now
You
we're
probably
like,
forget
"Nah."
about it. Oh, is that what is it?
I mean, I like Halo and I like the books and stuff they've done, like the spin-off books
Red versus Blue.
and Red versus Blue and stuff like I'm not sure that's quite canon, but it's still good.
Yeah, make it canon.
But they've got Chief and they've got Cortana because apparently the lady who plays Cortana in the games is going to voice her again in the show. I forgot her name, Jennifer Hale. And then they've got some lad named Pablo Schreiber.
Escobar.
Not Pablo Escobar. Who is going to be playing Master Chief. And apparently he's built like a mountain of a man. So he should fit in the suit nicely. But yeah, it doesn't sort of go into detail whether it's going to be sort of based on the game story or if it's going to be an original story or if it's going to have any connection to Halo Infinite. It's just kind of not really interested. Really, anyone else have anything more positive to say about it, or should we move on?
Move on.
Might be worth a go.
It'll be worth a watch. Yeah, definitely. Much like the Last of Us TV show. I'm not overly convinced on that either, but
Unless it looks like a Power Rangers, and then I'm out.
that might be more interesting. Anyway, let's do one more quickly. The Cyberpunk 2077. Oh no, we have to talk about it again.
You can skip it if you want.
Patch has been delayed. Real quick. Patch has been delayed after their cyber attack. So it was supposed to be it was mid-February, I think it was supposed to be, wasn't it?
Yeah, around this time.
Yeah.
And then now they've pushed it back to the second half of March because they got hacked a couple of weeks ago. Some little nerdy dweeb in his basement stole their source code and for Witcher and Cyberpunk and other bits and pieces, held it to ransom, and eventually sold it on the dark web for several million pounds or dollars or whatever.
Bitcoin.
But they refused to sort of give in to what it probably was some Bitcoin involved somewhere. They refused to give in to them, so they basically have shut all their sort of systems down, which has then put all their people working from home behind because obviously they can't access the servers because they've locked it all down so they can't get hacked again. Which they've already been hacked. They might as well just leave it now. But yeah, so it's just again, as is the theme of the episode so far with like Anthem and everything else, just sort of one shit stain after another, really, where they had so much promise in release, and it's just kind of little dips here and there, but mostly been on a downward trajectory for them.
Sad times,
but yeah, we'll see what the update does in the second half of March if we get it then, and hopefully it'll improve it to acceptable degree. Okay, video games. Should we talk about our Project Game Pass? Dan, do you want to hit the thingy?
Magic button. Woo.
Hang on 2 seconds. Right, okay.
No, he's not ready. He's not ready.
Guys, relax. Everyone take a deep breath.
Please don't be PS5. Please don't be PS5. Please don't be PS5.
Wait, no, we're doing Project. We're going to talk about Project Winter, aren't we? Let me do my scene first. I'll count you in. Xbox Tavern presents Project Game Pass.
All right. Are we good now? Are we good?
We're good.
Yes.
Whoops.
Project Game Pass. As we sort of stumbled across it a few weeks ago, we decided to do a segment on the show where we pick a game from Game Pass, play it for a month, and then we talk about it at the end of the month. The time has come, and we picked Project Winter, which is an online asynchronous
Survival.
like hidden. Sorry, my cat's being a pain. Go away! Shut up, stupid cat.
What's the lick you, Jay?
It's 8 player, I think it is, isn't it?
8 player, yeah.
And then up to two people are the saboteurs, the hidden enemies, and you have to sort of blend in and try and sabotage everyone's attempt to escape, either by killing them or by stealing their resources and stuff. We did a quick stream week before last with us and Kaninch. Hi, Kaninch. And it was quite good fun, I thought. Has anybody...
Fun elements.
Oh, it was good fun.
The sort of archive is up on YouTube, but
It will be up. It'll be up on Monday. So
yes, it will be up on.
it drops
on
at 4 in, 8 in the morning, and then at 10. So I've broken each. We played 3 games or 4 games. I've broken each game up into one. I want to say bite-sized piece, but no, they're
about 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't be bothered to edit in the highlights.
Yeah.
It's been busy.
Yeah.
It's been a busy week.
Did edit in PK and angry at me for calling me imposter.
Yeah.
Even though so wants to discuss their thoughts first.
I'll go first.
Ian, go on, because I know you've played it a bit more as well.
I played it more.
As have I.
I've 1,000G'd it.
I don't know why I'm surprised, but I didn't expect that.
But yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I think once you did actually play it properly, with the party, not party chat, just in silence and using the kind of, you get the walkie-talkies to only talk if you're far away and you're an imposter. It's actually quite good fun. It's actually a really good laugh, especially if you play the traitor correctly. I played it once where I was actually a traitor and I was going around pretending to do tasks and stuff, helping someone out. And this one guy was on his own and started killing us. No, not you! Anyone but you! I thought you were good! And I was like,
But did you get away with it?
Yeah, I got away with it because me and him went off somewhere to go fix something. It's like, I'll come with you. Yeah, so you thought I was fine.
Oh, that's amazing.
So he was like, proper shocked by it. It's like, I had no idea. So yeah, we won that one. That was good fun because it's just a good laugh really. It's when you play it properly. Yeah, I think it's actually good fun. I really enjoyed it. Actually playing a bit more afterwards and doing it properly. And
as you say, I think the issue we had, well, not the issue we had, but because we were in the party chat, we were all talking amongst ourselves, weren't we? Whereas if we played it in just in-game chat,
where you're be quiet and you can, if you're the traitor, you can use walkie-talkies to talk to each other.
Yeah.
You get automatic walkie-talkies, but if you're in the survivors, you have to find walkie-talkies to talk to each other if you're far away.
Oh, okay.
If you're close to each other, then you can actually talk.
Does that intercept the traitors walkie-talkie though?
It's all done color-based, so
yeah.
traitors have the unique red ones, and there's blue and yellows for the survivors.
Yeah, because I didn't get that far in the games I played. But
and there's like airdrops and stuff, so you can like sabotage, you can kick everyone out of the hub into the cabin, so no one can get in the cabin. You can see where the next area is going to be, so you know where the next repair is going to be, so you can go over there and start laying traps before they get there and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was, I think you're right. Us all being in the same party chat did.
It really did, because like I say, as soon as I found out, someone was like, "Oh, it's him!" And then,
But the gig was up quite early.
It is quite amusing though to play it, and the mechanics weren't too bad. And there was a tiny bit of a learning curve, but it wasn't that
isn't too bad.
bad.
No. Once you learn, that's what I mean. You need a few more games. We needed like 2 or 3 more games. Once I started doing them, I was like, I know what I'm doing now. I know one of the guys even helped me out with how to do certain things. So when I was playing, so I actually really enjoyed it. I think I'll definitely go back to it, even if 1,000G'd it. I'll probably still play a couple more times.
Feeling all right.
So that's rare for me as well.
Has anybody else played it more after we had a go all together?
No.
Cool. All right. Well, I have. So I shall interject very quickly. I had a quick go. I had maybe 2 or 3 goes on my own on Monday. And like you said, Ian, it was much better because you could only talk to the people around you. You could only sort of work together within that confine.
Yeah.
And I was playing with, I missed their gamer tag, which is a shame because I would like to carry on playing them. But I was playing with a couple of lads, and we would proper teamwork. We're sticking together. We were cutting down the trees, cutting the rocks and stuff, and sort of sharing resources and that. And then we found that we sort of figured out who the killer or the imposters were, and we worked together to sort of exile them and keep them separated. And then when it turned out we got it wrong, and we were like getting stuffed. I thoroughly enjoyed my 2 or 3 games with them people. It was much better to play like that, like I said, without party chat, without being like, oh my god, Ian just killed me. Ian, I can't believe you.
Yeah, that was up to me. Like, that's it. Yeah, same with like when we did Among Us. When you speak quiet and say nothing, it's the same as saying you can't just do it with it being in a party chat like that.
The only thing I didn't particularly enjoy about it was obviously you got the crafting system, so you get the resource, you go back to the house, the central house you got to go back to, and you can craft the weapons or the food or the items and stuff. I didn't find that very clear though, because there was times where it was showing up saying you could craft this, and even though I had the items in my inventory, it wouldn't let me craft it for whatever reason. I don't know if it was a bug. I don't know if I was missing something, but I tried to craft an extra backpack, like a pouch type thing, and even though I had more than enough stuff, it wouldn't let me do it.
Does it maybe only let you do it after a certain phase? Like you have to like unlock the
maybe.
first
I think with the
like,
backpack,
objective.
with the backpack, you need a spare slot for it to go in. But the food, if you have more than 4 items, it drops on the floor.
Yeah.
So we came across a bug because that happened before when you needed actually space open for the backpack to go in, and for the food, if you just make it, it just drops on the floor after you've made it.
Yeah.
I do think you're right. There are certain bits that are not overly clear.
Yeah, I think that's good in a way because they don't want to spoon feed everything. You've got to learn a few things.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But,
But
something
then-
like that, you would like if it wasn't a
But then
bug,
if you play
you
the
would like to
tutorial
think,
as well, it does help you do that. as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Don't run into your own bear trap would have been good advice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, mine. Yeah, using the bunkers as well. That's very useful. And then they tell you that always open bunkers. They seem to be the most OP stuff.
Yeah, because they're full of chests and stuff, and they to pick up.
You don't need to bake anything really. You actually just find bunkers and then put them in the.
But you need to do
repair.
3 people to open a bunker, don't you?
2 or
'Cause
3, depending how big the game is. Yeah. So normally you stick with someone,
yeah.
which is how I got one of the killers because I went enough to find bunkers and I killed him.
But then the imposters, as I found in the first game we played, the imposters could sabotage them, so you can't open it for. I guess it must be for a limited time.
Yeah, limited time. Yeah, or you
Yeah.
can poison them as well, which is fun as well.
Yeah. Ross, what were your sort of thoughts on it, just from what we played?
Well, if you haven't played it Among Us as well, it's like the next evolution of sort of the Among Us game. The Among Us is what you would start off with and then work your way up to Project Winner. I had a great laugh. I thought it was a fantastic game. Definitely more comfortable jumping in with a party, but it was I quite actually liked the art style of it, and all just the general laugh that you got from playing the game.
It was funny. It was. I was chuckling to myself even after we finished playing.
I was supposed to get flashback to the mine.
I mean, Flash P having a go at me for thinking he's an imposter. I was like, well, clearly you are because someone was killing me. You just ran past and did nothing.
When me and Pete were the imposter, when he was like, "Look, Dan, come here," and we just run around the back, and all the items were there, and I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious." And then I think it was you, Graham, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You
I
went,
found it.
"Hang
He
on a
goes,
minute,
"Oh, you
what's all
found my
this stuff here?"
stash."
Cheeky. He was so.
And he tried to get me. He's like, "Are you holding a bear trap?" I was like, "I just picked it up."
Yeah, it was good. But what about you, Gray? Do you have any thoughts on it from what we played?
Yeah, it just echoing everyone else. It did look like a much more robust version of kind of Among Us, but we just played it in entirely the wrong way, and with the party chat. But when we did it with just me and you the first time, with just us doing the chat thing, it did work a bit better even do that way because we could still hear the other players as well.
Yeah.
And
Well,
yeah,
it did help that we were the imposter, but like I think every time it was.
that was in the group one. I'm on about when me and you just played it before.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, sorry.
With the Scousers.
Yeah, the Scousers. Because I had that decision to make before getting on the end helicopter. One of them was good, one of them was bad, and they both ended up being annoying. So I killed them both.
Just killed them both.
And then got on the helicopter. Yeah. But yeah, I could see the joy in it. I could see the fun in laying pitfalls and being the imposter. It's always much more fun being an imposter in these kind of games, but it just gives you much more opportunity to do it, hiding supplies, laying mines, laying traps.
I see, yeah, being a bit sinister and actually trying to pretend you're helping and then being like, "Oh, yes, go this way," and you just kill them, like, and they have no way of communicating because as soon as you take off with someone else, like before in the party, if you went off with someone else and killed them, you're like, "Oh, why are you killing me for?" But if you do it in this way, you're quiet because you can't do it.
It's like you're encouraged to play the long game, whereas Among Us is kind of like as soon as you've got them in an empty room, just quickly finish them off.
I see, yeah,
whereas
whack them off.
in this one, you just play the long game. You make it really awkward for them, and then things run out by themselves if you sort of do it correctly. You don't have to rush anything.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's like I said, like it's just about sabotage rather than because in Among Us it's just about trying to kill everyone. Whereas this one you sort of hide and stuff. But again,
you want them to basically go to the end where it's a final snowstorm, and then that's where you win. Because obviously they can't escape. They can still escape, but obviously they die really quickly.
Yeah, see that again. That's part of the stuff I was confused about, like because then you could put the fire out in the cabin or like use the snowstorms and stuff like that. But I never really got that far to sort of figure out what was going on. As a imposter, but as a survivor, we got to the end but didn't actually win. But yeah, overall, quick round table then. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Dan,
I'll go thumbs up. I quite
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Ian,
Yeah, definitely thumbs up.
obviously 1000G. Ross
Thumbs up.
and Grayman,
Yeah, that for me too.
likewise. Yeah, it's definitely worth a check.
I'll go
I'd like to try and play it again at some point with us and maybe a couple of the other lads as well.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
But again, do it properly with sort of
Yeah, you
proximity
have to
chat
properly be quiet and
Yeah.
always-
Well, not in party chat. You can only go in party chat before and after the game.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, once you die as well, you can just talk to whoever else is dead. And when I was playing on my own with some random people, I died and they were like, welcome to the party. We are the dead.
I had the same, like, you're dead in your face. How does it feel? So, cheers, thanks.
They were like, I'm sure it was you, but it wasn't. Now you're with us, so we can party. Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad there's that many enthusiastic people playing it.
Oh, it is funny though, yeah. Scousers love it.
So
They
we
do.
I've noticed that. Like, that's my common trend of it. So many times. Oh, right, mate. Yeah. Are you from Liverpool?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
do you want to pick the next game then?
Let's do it. So
Right.
do it.
Dan's whipped up a little random generator thing.
Yeah.
We've got
So-
what are the games we've got in there, Dan?
So I was just going to go. So we've got PUBG, Gears 5, Killer Queen Black, Wreckfest, and Falconeer. So hang on, let's see if I can press this button.
Please
Oh.
don't be Gears 5. Please don't be
Here we
Gears
go.
5.
And the wheel is spinning. Here we go.
It's exciting.
Killer Queen Black.
Whee.
Success.
Let's see. If I
Void
can-
Gears for another month.
Let's see. I've
will
got
play
a what's it called? I could play the trailer. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can do this seamlessly.
Right.
Oh God.
Let's try some
Bye,
bacon.
folks.
Here
tips
we
here.
go. It's nice knowing you guys.
Bye.
This is when the stream goes
Thanks,
down.
Twitch.
Right. Okay. So
Will the people on the podcast hear it though, or will it just
Just be
be us sitting in silence?
no
Yeah.
way. You should be talking about it. But hang on 2 seconds. Can you guys see? I can't remember which monitor's which. Is it that one? Nope, it's not. Is it that one?
Seamless.
Seamless.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
There we go.
Move up,
Smooth.
Vader.
That's it. I've got it. Right, here we go. So we're playing the trailer. Go. So you can talk amongst yourself. Killer Queen
Oh,
Black
what
trailer's
have you
coming on.
done?
So yeah, so
So-
Killer Queen Black. Do
Why have we
does
kicked
anyone
off the
else
screen?
here know about it?
No,
No,
I was
I-
about to
no
say,
idea.
what's the script to this game?
I know it, but I'll let
So-
Jamie play it.
Well, I've only played on my own because I've never been able to play. But it was an arcade game in the States, really popular. Sort of, I think it's 8 players, and you sort of 2 teams of 4, and you've got to get either the snail from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of the screen, or vice versa. Or there's a couple of things to collect, or I think is it kill all the other team?
Yeah, kill the queen 3 times.
Sorry, kill the queen. Obviously, kill a queen. And yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. It's single screen. Ian, you've played some online recently, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I played
Do you
it.
want to? Because I only played very briefly on my own, and it didn't have quite the same effect. Do you want to give us a quick rundown?
Yeah, it's similar. So you say you got the 3 ways to win. You also there's a queen, the main one where you have to kill, and the queen has 3 workers. So they're the ones that can either throw the berries into the kind of like a little hive, I guess you call it, to kind of win, or you can turn into like a soldier, or I don't know, someone who can shoot guns, and that way you can kill the other workers or kill the queen and help out victory. Very chaotic. That's the best way to call it.
And so when you guys were playing, do you like matchmake with people, or was it just you against him?
Oh, you matchmake. So yeah,
Right.
it's all matchmaking. So you can up to 4 controllers on one Xbox if you want,
Hmm.
or so let's say if us 4 were in the same household one day,
One day.
we can play against someone else, and then that way you can do it that way. So you're working together, or you can do like 8 people separately.
Happy days. And I assume, obviously, for the purposes of Project Game Pass, all 5 of us and maybe a couple of others as well could join into one lobby and play.
Yeah, so you can do
Teams.
local lobbies, casual lobbies, where you can do 2 teams of
Yeah.
4.
And so, did you say there were classes, or is it just?
So there's the queen, which is the main one, and then there's the 3 workers, and the workers can turn into like soldiers and stuff.
Oh, you play as the queen.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought it was like there was like an AI queen, and then
No,
the 4
you
players
you're
were defending
the
her.
queen. So there's one queen and 3
Okay.
workers, and then so
Okay.
anyone can play the queen, anyone can play the workers. And
Yeah.
or you can have the AI play as the queen if you want, and then you have the workers.
So
He plays the queen.
I'll be
all
queen.
about the killer queen. Great, you excited to play some Killer Queen Black? I can see it
Yeah,
in
I'm
your
always
face.
up for a bit of multiplayer fun like that.
Yeah.
It seems a bit chaotic. Yeah, I mean, for that.
Anything but Gears.
Outrageous. You haven't installed it. Outrageous. What about yourself, Ross? You ready?
Yeah, look, sounds like a little crazy little game to jump into, so should be good fun.
I think it's definitely more one that's aimed at like local stuff, but online for now, especially in these current times, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
It should be fun. What about yourself, Dan?
Yeah, looking forward to it. I was quite excited to put it on the docket, so it looks okay.
Happy days. Well, we shall
Excited.
arrange a day, maybe this week, to get together and try it out.
Begin.
Yeah, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, not Thursday. But yeah, we'll discuss that later in the week.
Yeah.
But that'll be on Twitch, hopefully.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, we might do something different. Let's go onto YouTube. We could
I was
stream
going
it
to
on
say we
YouTube.
could do some YouTube. Ross has been playing around with that.
Yeah, he went back to
Yeah,
Twitch.
that went well. Well, that through necessity rather than all.
Bare necessity.
Yes. So our Project Game Pass game, Killer Queen Black. Excited to finally try it with people and not play it on my own like a weirdo. I'll tell you, it's no fun with one player running around doing nothing.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. But again, that's my mistake for buying it on the Switch, which, yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, video games. Da-da-da. What have we been playing this week? Dan, what have you been playing?
Hang on, I was writing something. Right.
All right.
So no, I'm okay. Right. So I jumped into yesterday Jurassic World Evolution. Was it last month? It was Games with Gold.
It was fairly recently,
yeah.
the last month or the month
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
So my son loves dinosaurs, the strange human he is. So I thought to keep him entertained for a little bit, would sit and play this, and he was dead excited. So imagine, I suppose, theme park or 2 Point Hospital or any of those theme-esque games, just with Jurassic World. It goes more in depth. You have to go out and research to find different dinosaurs. So the more fossils or the amber with the fly that you can find, the better DNA you can find for your dinosaur to make them healthier and stronger when you create them. And in amongst all that, you're building your theme park as well. It's a strange type of game, especially to do those type of things with controller. I would find it a lot easier with a mouse. Pro tip, don't put carnivores and herbivores in the same pen, because one will die, as we found out fairly quickly.
Do you have like human visitors to the park, or is it just trying to raise the dinosaurs?
Yeah, you do. So so I was concentrating trying to kind of upgrade all the dinosaurs and
Upgrade the dinosaurs.
I say upgrade. So
Give them lasers.
this is a shark and it has a laser. No, but so you're trying to make them. You're trying to get better DNA, aren't you? So you start off with like for most dinosaurs like 50% DNA. And then as the more you kind of go out and research at different dig sites, finding more of that type of dinosaur's DNA, the healthier that you would make the next dinosaur, because obviously you put them in an oven to bake.
As you do.
As you do,
Cook the dinosaur.
yeah. Terminology today is not happening. I don't even know where my point was going. You make dinosaurs people visit.
I mean, you made Jay walk off. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. Oh, the cats joined us instead.
In fairness, Jay's had an improvement. It was like Jay then a cat, so
Yeah, and even the cats looked at the screen and gone, "No, I'm out." Of
the
this."
cat's like, I'm done.
He's off.
I mean,
He's talking about baking dinosaur cakes. I'm out.
probably the best part of all of this. At least we haven't seen the cat come over and try and pee on the laptop.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
that would be strange. So yeah, that's it. And then I've also been playing my review game of Void Gore, which is a shoot 'em up. very retro in style, and it's quite fun. It mixes your arcade shoot 'em up with a roguelite elements. So basically, it's like endless levels as you keep going and progressing. Once you die, you start again. However, you collect coins as you kill enemies, and then you can upgrade your ship, which gives you better speed or better bullet damage or faster fire rate or better bombs. And then you start again and do the level, and you keep going through this endless cycle of that same game. For me, I was quite surprised. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I needed a shoot 'em up in my life. However, this scratched an itch that I really needed.
Did you
yeah.
complete it?
No, not yet. Well, what is completing to you?
What is completed?
Yes. So yeah, I've got to. So for my last achievement, I need to get to level 12. I got to level 8. So there's a little bit more of upgrading to my ship to do. But I mean, once you get past level 7, all of a sudden, or hell 7, because you're in hell.
Okay.
Like bullets are flying from the enemy, and it's that old style. Do you remember those stupid things in on the SNES where bullets would be like that big, and then you'd have like the yellow in the middle, and then it would progressively get whiter coming on the outside. Yeah, it's just like the screen fills up with all of that type of stuff.
It sounds like music to my ears. I love that
it's
sort of
really
thing.
hectic, really good, and I think it's got. If I can vaguely remember, I started playing the last couple of goes without headphones because it's the same old type of arcade music, and I think it is that kind of arcade chip tune, kind of sound effects, and obviously the shooting, which can become monotonous. Yeah, which can become monotonous and boring at times. But it's a really good game, and I'm not sure when the review goes up on the site, but I'm sure that's fairly soon.
It will be up tomorrow. I think I just need to finish the page off on that. But
yeah. But yeah, it's really good. It's really worth having a go at. It is nice, and I think it's $3.99 at the moment on offer, and then goes up to $4.99.
I was going to nab that one, but I thought, no, I'll put it out there. But yeah, I might actually pick it up because I love those sort of retro arcade shooter style games.
Yeah, it's East Asia Soft. Yeah, and it's got that. I don't know whether you heard. It's got that roguelike element to it as well. So you
put me off. No, fuck that then.
It's more shoot 'em up than roguelike.
Yeah, it's more shoot 'em up. The only thing there's no what it feels like. There is no end level as such. There's no end goal. It's just constant waves. If you die, you start again. Upgrade your ship to get further. I mean, there's no story. It's a shoot 'em up, and it's from East off Asia. Well,
I might be back in. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I can give you my account details. You can have a go.
Yeah. I'm tempted because I love those sort of games.
Yeah, it's a good game. I mean, for $3.99, you can't really go wrong. And that's it. That's all I've been playing.
Cheap at half the price.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go to Grayman. Grayman, what have you been playing?
Yes. I've been playing 2 review games. First one is Under Leaves. That is a super chilled out searching game. Reminds me of a really old school Where's Wally game that used to, I think it was on Nintendo or something.
Yeah.
You've just got a picture, like a moving kind of picture, but just like very gently moving. And basically it's just, you just click on different animals on a map, and then you click on the animal on the picture and it tells you like what food it kind of eats. And then you have to find like up to 10 or to like 5, 6, 7 different animals that it likes to eat, and they're hidden in that picture. And there's different slides left or right that you can look at different pictures to try and find that food on. And it's the way they've made it difficult is that the illustration's done in the same shade of color. So like it was like a lizard's kind of animal. It's all green, and then you've got green leaves behind you, and everything is different shades of green. So it's a bit trickier to find. But yeah,
perfect for colorblind people then.
Probably not. but yeah, it was a super chill game to play, but it unfortunately fell on my lap. Between myself and my wife, she used to play the hidden objects kind of games on the phone, and I've got extremely keen vision, so we kind of steamrolled the game in less kind of an hour or less.
Oh, nice.
It did look pretty charming, but yeah, maybe not very long.
Yeah, or maybe for someone who's not skilled at those can stretch out the time on it a bit. But it could have done with so many more things to search for. It's just click on the animal, what food does it eat, find that food, and it's just rinse, repeat that.
Yeah.
It just could have done with more different things to kind of search for, or there's no timer or anything, so there's no risk or anything. You just take as long as you take to do it. It just missed a few kind of features that could have put a bit more danger into it or put a bit more challenge into it.
So is there any sort of incentive to go back to try and
No.
like they don't add in extra things on the second playthrough or anything?
No, we 1000G'd it just by playing through it, and
Okay.
we 1000G'd it.
You see Ian's eyes light up there.
The thing was, don't use the hint button. There's a hint button that obviously shows you where the food is, but as long as you don't hit that button, you get that achievement as well. Don't use the help.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of what we did and steamrolled through that.
Fair enough.
And yeah, the other one I played is Ultra Goodness 2. That's an almost okay-ish game. It's a top-down shooter, and it's kind of a bullet madness one as well. But the screen's a bit too zoomed in for it to work. So you're trying to you just constantly fight. You shoot with your friend Cat. I mean, there's not too much story to it. The second one seems to follow on from the first one, but with kind of better graphics.
Yes.
There's evils returned. You're a good guy with your cat, and you have to destroy evil. And with the top-down shooting, you got shooting devils, explosive mushrooms, and evil corrupt rabbits and stuff like that. But yeah, as you're shooting your weapon, as you're moving across firing bullets, you can't always see where the bullet's coming from. So it's kind of hard to dodge everything from that close up. And it's got an extra element similar to Super Hot, whereas the slower you move, that it slows down time around you.
Yeah. Does it ever stop, or is it always moving?
Always moving, but very slowly moving. If you stand still, it does still move, but very slowly. So you can't even use that to try and plan your way out of all the bullets that appear on the screen. But the only kind of make way you got 5 hit points to try and get through the level, and very rarely the enemy drops a sort of a health pickup to sort of get you back up. And some of the stages can go for like sort of 10, 15 minutes. So you really got to play it cautiously, or if you try going gung-ho, you just get smashed to bits. And yeah, it's kind of your Ratalaika kind of game. You've got one themed area. There's, I think it's 10 stages per area, and on the 10th one is a boss battle, and there's 3 different areas, and then you've got the main ultimate boss. So it's not bad. It's playable. It's enjoyable. It's just certain things that I didn't like. It just didn't make sense. So it being a fast-paced shooter with slow down time. But if you're too zoomed in, you can't play it too tactfully.
Yeah. Hard to see what's sort of coming in towards you and stuff.
Yeah, and one of the weapons it kind of hurts you more than it helps you. It's an Armageddon button you press, and then you have to stand still and pick 3 areas where you want to like drop a bomb as such. But whilst you're standing still, the enemies are still firing at you, and so you don't really have the time. You need just to sit and duck. So it seems a bit odd to use that. It hinders more than it helps. So I don't think that was a well thought out kind of button. But yeah, other than that, you collect gems from enemies you beat that you can use to upgrade your cat to fire in a different way, but it doesn't tell you what any of the upgrades do. You just got numbers 1 to 9, and each number you highlight just shows the cat shooting in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
So it's just anyone's guess on what's the different. So
it makes a difference somewhere, somehow, maybe.
Yeah, it's just odd choices. Like even the very first thing, you don't know what the controls are, except for on the very first level of the game. It tells you what the controls are, and that's it. You can't press start to check them. You can't check them on the main menu. It's the only place that tells you the controls. So if you don't remember them, you're stuffed.
Pay attention,
yeah. But yeah, playable, but a few bad choices.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, that review's up now, isn't it?
Yeah, both of them are up.
Yes, both of them. Yeah, happy days. So yeah, lovely. I've forgotten who we've been to now. Ross. Hi, Ross.
Borderlands 3 for me. Getting some practice in for next week. So that's been my be all and end all this week.
So what happens next week?
So it's a yearly event they do in Borderlands. They've taken a year off. They couldn't get organised last year. So it's basically you start the game from scratch. It's all done for charity, and you basically play your way through the game, and you try and collect every legendary and unique weapon in the game. Each weapon has a certain score attached to it. So say you get like a guaranteed drop, that will be 1. If you have a drop that's only got a 2% chance to drop, you'll maybe get 10 points for that. They run it for a week, and once the week's up, they've got a scoreboard. And once the scoreboard's up, the top 3 people win prizes. There's prizes for sort of person who gets the most low percentage drops. They'll get a prize and things like that. It's all done for charity, so you can donate, you can buy merch, and it all goes to, I think it's St. Jude's this year.
Yeah.
So it's all done on Twitch. Everybody who's taking part will all be streaming it on Twitch to basically make as much money for whatever charity they decide to go for.
Happy days. And is that, I think you said about it before, is that a co-op event, or is it something you have to do on your own?
So you can do it in co-op, or you can do it by yourself. It's personal preference. As long as it's being streamed by who's ever playing the game, that's all that matters, really.
And so you'll be streaming out on the Tavern Twitch from tomorrow, did you say?
Tomorrow, I think the first one that I'll be streaming will be probably about midday. Tomorrow will be the first time I go live.
Yeah.
And then subject to, there'll be 1 stream minimum per day, possibly 2 streams depending on availability.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Happy days. Happy days. And so you've been getting practice in, you said, this weekend, sort of warming up.
Yes. So trying to work out the fastest way to play the game whilst generating the most points.
Yeah.
As much as it makes sense to try and get the drops as soon as you can get them, it sometimes pays off waiting till later in the game, because if you start playing on sort of the end game content like mayhem levels, you increase your drop rate chance. So as much as you need to wait till you've completed the game, the payoff is you've got higher chance of getting some of the rarer drops. So it's trying to work out the best balance of where you have to sit to get the optimum time.
So all sounds a bit complicated for my liking, but good luck, sir. Good luck.
So the first time I've taken part,
It's not that
so
bad.
this could be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. Well, we can keep up with your journey on twitch.tv/Xbox Tavern.
Yes.
Have you been playing much else, or is that just taking up your time?
That's been everything I've touched this week. The missus is scunnered looking at various different Borderlands maps, so
yeah.
she's happy I've taken a couple of days off at the weekend before I started tomorrow.
Nice. Well, good luck, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ian.
Hi.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Have you started playing Gears yet?
No, I installed it for you.
You did.
Sent you a lovely video of me.
I was very excited to see that video.
Yes, so it's installed, ready for you to play when we go back to our Monday night gaming.
Yeah, boy.
One day we'll start that again.
One day.
Yeah.
What else have you been playing?
I completed Vambrace Cold Souls before it leaves Game Pass.
How did you enjoy that? Because I reviewed that and I thought it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I did the first few chapters and then I didn't chapter select to get through to the end. But apart from that, it's a good story. I mean, it's annoying the mechanics because obviously it's very RNG heavy.
Yeah.
Very RNG heavy. And that was kind of like, oh, because the amount of times I had to go back to the beginning because I've died. And it's like, wait. And then you go through again and it's just a cakewalk. It's like, okay, great, cheers. But yeah, I think I still had fun with it. I still enjoyed it. I mean, I completed it. So it's one of the games where I could say I did enjoy it. Didn't go with the costumes. So it'll forever be non-1000 G'd.
I think that was the thing I found. It's just, it was a bit too hit and miss. Like you walk out a door and you're like, if I walk out this door, I might get a good item, or I might just get fucked over and dead.
That's
and
every
start
time
again.
Yeah, and it's annoying, especially when you go for like a dungeon with like 5 or sit down by floors. It's like the 5th floor, and then you get hit by one thing because you walk through a door, and it's like trap. Lose 3 minus health, and you're dead. Great, back to the beginning I go.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. So
no.
Yeah, nice, well, good. Anything else?
I started Desperados 3 as well.
Oh yeah, another Game Pass gamer.
Yeah, it's all right. Hard to get my head around. because it's very. I don't know how to call it. Like not turn-based, is it? Because it's more like it's like top-down stealth. Like you've got kind of map the route you do, and it's very much you have to. They kind of enforce the quick save, so you have to keep quick saving, try something, and then if you die, quick reload, and then try again.
Are you on PC or are you on Xbox?
I'm doing that on the PC. I am. It's a lot easier with mouse and keyboard. Because I didn't want to. I probably could do an Xbox, but I thought I'm on the PC most days. So I thought something to do to bunk off.
Tab alt. Hello.
Yeah.
Tab. Hello. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's very much heavy strategy, real time based. You've got to kind of do your route, and if it fails, you quick reload and then try again, and then do your route. I think about chapter 2, so I'm not that far in. I'm like maybe the third way in at the moment. And it's kind of like it's good fun getting to know the characters and stuff.
Is it similar to something like XCOM, where if your character dies, that's it, they're out?
No, if character dies, you have to restart the mission or reload.
Oh, okay.
So you can't die at all. So if you die, your character mission failed and you have to reload. Okay. So you have this set of characters in. So I think there's only 5 different characters you can be. And each got like different unique features, I guess you can call it.
And it's turn-based, right?
Not turn-based in a way, no, it's strategy. So you've got to kind of map your route and then slowly do your route as you go along.
Yeah.
And then if you do think that's failed or you get caught, you just quick reload. So it's very much stealth heavy. Yeah. So it's whole about getting in, killing someone, hiding their body, and then keep moving through again.
Okay.
I'm out.
I've had one of the worst games I've played in a very, very long time as well, which I don't want to talk much about, called Past Cure.
So I've heard this name, but I don't know much about it. Regale us, Ian, of why it's the
Graham seems to remember it. Do you fade it, Graham?
No, just your face.
Think Vampire Rain. No, that's not that level. It's not that level though. Sorry.
I don't think anything's
even I couldn't even solve that much. It's just so bad. The voice acting's bad. The story's bad.
What kind of game is it?
So it's again, it's very. Language love is still chef kiss. It's stealth again. So going for I'm going for a bit of a stealth kick at the moment. But it's like third-person shooter / stealth like, but very much more on the third-person shooter front than the stealth front. I think the stealth bit's only like one level, which you have to be a bit stealthy, and apart from that, it's basically just shooting and terrible storyline.
Is this in Game Pass then, or is it just something you bought for your achievement?
I just rented it, went for my achievement.
Okay.
And never did.
So when you say third-person shooter, is it like a well, probably not a high budget one, but it's not like a quick and simple thing. Is it got some decent mechanics to it, or is it just fully shit?
No, it's fully shit. It's like I said, all the clips I put on Twitter of how it sounded like that game. But yeah, it's just terrible. Just I don't know how to explain how bad it is without saying it's really bad. But it's just that the voice acting is bad. I don't even understand the story, to be fair. That's how bad it got. I got so confused and I was like, what the fuck is going on? At one point, you're going through like a building, for example, like a building, go through the levels in the building, going up to the top level. And then all of a sudden, you're in like a basement and it's all blood on the walls and loads of porcelain figures try and come and attack you.
Okay, as you do, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like weird. And as soon as they see you, they run after you and they touch you once and you're dead.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So it's like, well, then you got reload checkpoint again. It's just
that definitely is Vampire Rain vibes.
Yeah, Guess I mean it gets that Vampire Rain 5 feeling, but yeah, it's just wasn't pleasant. Like I managed to complete it. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't enjoy it. That's for sure.
So this was one you said you got for your achievements. Have you at least got decent achievements out of it?
I got it. I found to read it, of course. I you know me, I suffer so many games. And yeah, I think it wasn't too bad. It took me about I guess it sounds long, about 8 to 10 hours of my life.
Why would you do that?
This is the one thing I don't understand about the achievement community, where they suffer a game for a fairly big chunk of time.
And it's just It's one
It's
thing
one
to
of
play
ones where-
Language of Love for 4 minutes, but to add 10 hours on a game that's absolute shite.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't maybe 10 hours, maybe more like 8, but still, even 8 hours is still quite
8 hours
bad.
is. I'm just watching the trailer now, and it looks fucking dreadful.
It is the voice. If you listen to the voice acting, it's just so bad.
Yeah, I can't hear it, but
And
yeah,
it's just, I still understand it. I didn't even understand the game when I was playing it. And the final boss is annoying. And the annoying thing about the final boss is guess how many stages the final boss has?
probably more than it should have had.
Yeah, 7 stages. You
7?
die- yeah, you die at stage 6, back to stage 1 you go.
That's,
So I died in the last boss
no.
about 3 times. Like,
But you got to get them sweet Chivos.
sweet,
So-
cheap.
Or the little rare one with the little.
Yeah.
Oh, the diamond.
But apart from that, all my usual stuff like
Friendly
Fortnite,
brother,
Division,
yeah.
Vision.
Yeah, we finished Division, like the main campaign last night, didn't we? Me, you, Graham, and
Eventually.
Pete. Eventually,
After someone decided not to do one mission, even though it's done it about
Yeah.
5 times.
Scumbag.
So we played the Division 2. We finished it, but I had to go back through and play. Was it Jefferson
Trade Center.
Trade Center? Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Even though I've definitely been through that mission at least
Oh,
twice already.
man.
For some reason, it just didn't work, and we had to go through and play it again, which wasn't that bad because it was it like 20 minutes in the end, maybe.
Yeah,
Not
20
even
minutes.
that.
Yeah, longer because Pete was refusing to shoot for the first half of it.
we
To make
were
it
just
harder
like
for
kind
us.
of cowboy in there. They won't be like charging through and just
Oh yeah, I was like
going
running
down.
It was
LMG.
Just get rid of it. But yeah, that was all right. But now we've got the Black Tusk come out, and now the whole world's changed.
Yeah, it's a bit
so we
weird.
might go back to it and finish it off.
I do like the Division. Once I did it. What was the new DLC?
Warlords of New York.
Warlords. Yeah, I haven't finished that.
You got to level 30.
Yeah, I know. I got carried as well, like proper carried. I had like 3 or 4 people literally carry me through that.
Was that you, Ross, or was that someone else who had to?
Ross, is it you? Yeah.
It was someone else.
There isn't enough alcohol in the world for me to put myself through that.
Or carrying
Not
that.
a chance. Nope.
I'm definitely picking
Not a
you on my
chance am I
team
up for
for
that.
Killer Queen Bee. You are going to be.
I am not playing a game with somebody who doesn't remember what button the grenades are.
Listen, this
Oh, that's
podcast.
Pete.
This podcast confirmed that there was a
You're not the
difference.
only one. That's Pete as well.
No.
I don't
There
think
was
I
a
didn't
difference.
remember just why it was so stupid.
But it changed, didn't it?
It
Which
did
we
change
can
at some
all-
point, yeah.
Thank you very much. I am vindicated.
What
Yeah.
annoys me is when you have to phone, or also I use the turret. You always got to phone a turret, and I always manage to miss phone, and it goes over the barrier.
Yeah.
You always want to just put it on top of a police car, don't you? And it's when you
Yeah.
throw it over and you're like, fuck.
And it lands right against the wall when it's over.
Yeah, that's it. You got to run around, try to pick it up, then run around and nope, down.
Yeah. So we
You like
we
burning everyone though, don't you?
I do, but use the flame turret, use the flame chem launcher, and then to get some incendiary grenades. And we unlocked the crossbow last night, which explodes everyone. So that's just like fire, destroy. But yeah,
Pyromancer. Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Just a
I'm
bit.
always
Pyro.
always with the fire stuff. But yeah. So we finished that last night. It was pretty good. And then we should get back to doing some Black Dust.
And we did our usual GTA on Thursday, and you were less annoying this time.
That's because I tried to leave you alone a little bit more.
So that's why I won the playlist.
Yeah, yeah. That was good as well when we got your mate out. Was it Baz?
Yeah.
That me and Ian were on opposite teams, and it was what's it like? Get in the area, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
there's-
sumo. What? Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 4 teams of 3, and you have to get inside the area with your car before like the timer counts down to explode. And then when it exploded, me and Ian, even though we're in opposite teams, we sort of teamed up on one other guy and just shoved him off the edge of the map together, completely independently. It
Pushed
wasn't
him off.
intentional.
No, it wasn't. Just pushed him like, go, yes.
It's like, Ian, what?
You're not even on the same team. Why are you doing that? I was like,
Good fun. That's good fun. I like GTA Online. And then otherwise, I've been playing. I've got to let you down all down easy. I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
oh, God,
I haven't
don't say.
played. I haven't played any Resident Evil this week.
Andy Parable,
Not Stanley Parable. Not
Pikmin.
Gears. Not Pikmin. And no Resident Evil. I'm very
Who are
sorry.
you?
I will be retiring immediately. This is effective
My resignation is here.
I think I played a very brief bit after we recorded last week, but I didn't get very far. So anyway, we'll move on. So what I have been playing now, Active Neurons 3, nifty little puzzle game. It's basically like a sliding block puzzle. So you start, you've got a block and you have to slide it around, and just when you press up, it will slide until it hits a wall, and then you have to navigate it around the courses. There's various different puzzle things like blocks that will kill you, or blocks that require you to press a button on other parts of the level and stuff. Really nice, really chill puzzle game. Really very friendly game. It's not a hard game, but if you do get stuck, there's a solution button. It will just show you how to solve it instantly, and there's no punishment for using it, unlike what you were saying, Gray, with the Underleaf game.
Yeah,
you can use
it's only achievement.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. There's no achievements tied behind, like don't use this button. You can just power through it if you like.
I'm out.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You can use it and you can get all the achievements anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah, very chill, very enjoyable. I played the first two very briefly as well, and this one adds a few extra bits in. Like there's like a number puzzle type game to unlock gates to get further, and there's a few other blocks and stuff that they introduced. But yeah, very chill, very nice.
You can count on us with the number blocks.
Yeah.
Don't, my son's watching that at the moment. It's so annoying.
I've
My
moved
son
on
loves
from
it
there.
too.
And the other one I've been playing is Werewolf the Apocalypse: Heart of the Moon. So Graham reviewed Werewolf the Apocalypse. What was it called?
Earth Blood, maybe something like that.
Earth Blood, yes. Which was a third-person stealth game, wasn't it?
Yes.
Or stealth action game.
Yeah,
I mean,
terrible stealth, but more action.
Yeah, I've still got it installed. I haven't started it yet, but this one is based on the same property, obviously, but it is a choose your own adventure style game. So it's a lot of reading. There's no action. There's no like direct control. It literally is like a static image on the screen, or like you were saying with the Underleaves again. Like it's an image. It's ever so slightly moving, ever so slightly animated, but there's no like full on animation. And you just read the story. You make dialogue choices. You've got your rage meter, your health meter, and your willpower meter, and you have to sort of balance them with your choices to try and keep them in check. So I tried to keep the rage low so I could try and do the peaceful options, but then that would come at the cost of my health or come at the cost of my willpower. And then there's various characters and there's various traits that to sort of manage as you go along. And then eventually, obviously, you become a werewolf, and you can choose what kind of werewolf you turn into. So you said about before, was it the Krynos form, Great? You turn into
like the beastly one, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, I forget the exact names, but there's like 3 or 4 other forms you can change into if you like, rather than changing into that one. And then that will give you different options as well. It's only about 5-6 hours long to get through one story thing, and once you've played it, you probably play it again and get through pretty quickly. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It just a general choose your own adventure style thing. Yeah, good. The review for that will be up this week.
If it's related or not.
It's based on the same property, but it's not. I don't know if it's nothing to do with the other game, as it were.
Yeah.
It's just got the same license, but yeah, very enjoyable. But it's just a lot of reading. I was trying to play the other night, and I'd had a hell of a long day at work. Trying to read all the options, and I just gave up. Now, so we played some Rocket League, didn't we?
You did.
Yeah, we did. I don't think we did very well. I can't remember, but
yeah, hard to remember.
Yeah, but
you getting abuse out and then you won, or was that a different one?
No, I don't think that was that time.
No, that was the time before, I think, with Pete.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, very good. Like I said, the review for that will be up soon. We got a couple of reviews very quickly on there. We got Taxi Chaos by James. Gave it a 5.7. Basically, this is a Crazy Taxi style game. I don't know if you guys remember Crazy Taxi.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's time to make some crazy money. But this one, it tries to emulate it basically and sort of riff off it. But all the reviews I've seen and James's one basically say it doesn't do a very good job of sort of bringing that style of game back. It's a bit of a poor homage to it, as it were, which is a shame because it could have been pretty decent otherwise. But
how could it not emulate? It's such a basic game.
Yeah,
well, to this point,
that's the thing. They seem to have taken the basic elements of it and just like half-assed them. So obviously a big part of the original was getting the characters, and you got the music and you got the real world locations and stuff.
Yeah.
But this one has like NPCs we can talk to. As you pick them up, they have their own little stories. But one of them, I forget if it was in James' review or not, but he said he picked up the same character 3 times in a row, basically, and had the same story. And they were, I've got to go to this place to do this, and it's like, yeah, but so did the last person. and the controls don't quite match up, and it just doesn't. Yeah, even though it seems like a simple concept, clearly they missed the mark somewhat.
So rather than Offspring, they're playing some Nickelback.
That's probably as good a comparison as any. Yeah. And then Jake put up Anodyne 2 Return to Dust, which was he gave an 8.4. So a retro style RPG. And yeah, he was obviously quite impressive with it, giving it 8.4. Got sort of top down classic Zelda style gameplay with like 2D adventure, and then it mixes it in with 3D adventure stuff, more like sort of the original Final Fantasy 7 or that sort of era of stuff. So yeah, he was quite high on that one, so definitely go check them out on the site. All right, we're running a bit long here, so let's move on very quickly. Dan, they've announced Game Pass, so Games with Gold.
They have,
and
they've
what
screwed
what a wonderful week.
They've screwed us. Right, let's go into it. So you'll notice there's only 4, not 5. So they were trying to diddy us with the increase in Xbox Live, which they reversed, by the way. But here we go. Warface Breakout. So we've got that March 1st until the 31st of March. We have Vicious Attack Llama Apocalypse from March 16th until April 15th. Metal Slug 3, and that's available from March 1st until the 15th of March. And then Port Royal 3, and that's available from March 16th until the 31st. And just keep in mind, you can still pick up Dandra Trial of Fear Edition up until March 15th. And if you're listening live, quickly grab Lost Planet 2 and Gears 5 and Resident Evil, because they go as of tomorrow.
Midnight tonight, yeah.
Yeah.
So not the best month in the world, but free games is free, isn't it?
Free is free.
Probably one of the worst months I had.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, after last month's wonderful Gears and Resident Evil and Lost Planet and stuff, it's a bit of a kick in the box, but yeah, like I said, free is free. It is what it is. We had a very quick question. Do you want to get to that, or do you want to save it for next week?
No, get to it.
Yeah. So, Joanna, we have another question. Hi.
Hi, Joanna.
So last week she asked us what games were popular that we hated. This week she wants to sort of flip the script. What is a game that you loved but lots of people actually didn't like or wasn't very well received? So Dan, have you got any thoughts on this one first?
Thanks for coming to me first.
Anytime, sir.
That people didn't actually like Gum and Clive. Brought up last week, I'll bring it up this week. It's not an Xbox game. I am sorry. I fell in love with that game, as I mentioned last week. So that's the game I love, and everybody hates it. But I don't care, because it looks cool as hell.
Exactly. That's all that matters, isn't it? As long as you enjoy it, that's the main thing.
That is it.
Cool. Ian?
If I had to go Xbox related,
I know what you're going to say.
what are you going to want to say?
Oh, no. Wait. No, we're on the way around, aren't we? Carry on.
Well, I think the other one I'm going to say is then.
Don't worry. Carry on.
Okay. It's not language of love. No. I would say, I know one. I'll probably say Thief. The remake Thief. That wasn't enjoyed.
No.
People did not really like that. And but I really enjoyed it. I actually had fun with it. Actually, I can't say. And Killer Instinct as well. Surprised not many people like that either when it first came out. They're my two. Killer Instinct I really enjoyed as a beat 'em up, and Thief purely for my stealth love, but I actually really enjoyed playing it. It's a shame it wasn't well received, because they kind of teased a second one and never did it because the public are evil people.
It wasn't good though, was it?
I think I played Thief and it wasn't that bad. It was all
Yes.
right. It was Games with Gold, wasn't it?
I don't know if
Yeah,
it was Game of Gold
it
once?
was one of the earlier games
Yeah.
of gold. Yeah, I think.
But no, it was all right. It was okay. It was
Yeah, no,
enjoyable. And once you started, you did want to play some more and find out what happened.
Yeah.
I bought it and I gave up after about 10 hours. 10 hours? Sorry.
10
hours.
An hour. I was going to say 10 minutes and then I was going to mix
Have a
that
go
in.
with me for that basket.
Yeah, no. It didn't quite nail what I really liked about Deadly Shadows on the original Xbox.
Mm.
It just didn't have that
See, even though for me,
open worldness.
it's still, yeah, I know what you mean. They did try and force a bit of a linear path, even though it was open world.
I'd also played it after I played Dishonored as well, which meant
doesn't
it.
help.
Yeah, because Dishonored is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, they're my two probably.
Okay, Ross.
I've got two probably with pure Xbox. I'll say, well, Fallout 76 and Football Manager would be my two.
I love a bit of Football Manager.
Yeah, I think Football Manager it's
You
good.
like
It's hit and miss, isn't it? With Football Manager, yeah, it's one of the ones.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the sort of person like me that sits down and has spreadsheets based out on their youth players' development over the course of 10 years, then it's not for everybody. But I do see the jump in ability that Dan has with his
Yeah,
2 minutes that he plays it.
Yeah, play your season with United, win the league. I'm done. Thank you very much. I do find
No, don't lie. You get to like game 34 and like, oh, I'm done now.
done now. Thank you. No,
Bit
get to
too
Christmas.
much.
Get to Christmas.
I can't complete this.
It's what's annoying. The only thing that's annoying now with Football Manager is how in depth it's got with your training, your youth, the press conferences. Jesus Christ, and team talks. I'm like, oh, I've had enough of this. Go back, dial it down. Championship Manager level. Back in the day, that was just brilliant. You know, you put a weighted something on your space bar so the game sped up, and you could knock out seasons in days.
I'm just having a look at one of my previous versions of it, and I'm currently still playing it at 1,612 hours for
Oh my god!
the 2017 model.
What year are you
So
in?
yeah,
Jesus.
2039, I think it
Oh
is.
my god!
God.
There's no Cherno Samba in that one, is there?
It was a co-op save that was based on Brighton and Derby, and they're now two European juggernauts. So
There we
it
go.
was.
Zlatan is still playing.
He's already never going to end, is he?
No.
I'm a lion, Benjamin Button.
What about you, Graham?
Great. Have you got any anything you particularly enjoyed that people don't like so much?
Well, and there was anything I was thinking of with around us lot was the first Borderlands, because I enjoyed it, whereas everyone else, you guys, didn't like it at
I
all.
bought the first Borderlands, but I didn't really play you then.
No, and then obviously most recently I said Cyberpunk, so I really love that one, even though that got
Probably
severely
fair.
disliked.
I think they got disliked for the wrong reasons, though, which is a shame.
Yeah,
Well,
but I enjoyed it.
yeah,
Another one I can actually, yeah, go on.
it wasn't that bad. I mean, I finished it, so it can't have been that bad, but I certainly didn't enjoy it. I wouldn't rate it anywhere near sort of my top list of even the year, let alone sort of beyond that.
Yeah, I would.
What about you?
I was trying to think.
So I think another game I got, which is Metal Gear Survive. Normally people like that.
No, for good reason as well, I hear.
It's still good fun. More just play with people though as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think probably the only one I can really think of is it didn't get the love it deserved. I don't know. It wasn't particularly well received by critics either, but it was Lollipop Chainsaw on the 360. I love that game.
It's for the upskirt, didn't you? You dirty man.
What a brilliant game. It's just like a hack and slash thing where you play as a cheerleader. She's got a dead boyfriend's head attached to her waist as a zombie. He's like alive, but you're trying to put his head back to bring him back to life, and you're just fighting zombies, and it's just like cheesy and campy as all hell, but I absolutely loved it. I really wish it was part of the backwards compatible program, but it's not. And maybe another one actually would be Azura's Wrath.
Oh, that is good. I like that. Okay.
That is like the best Dragon Ball Z game I've ever played.
So like it's like QTE extreme.
It's just the boss against the big what's he called?
God of Death.
Like the Buddha monk type
Buddhas.
thing. Who's
Oh,
like
yeah, that one.
massive, like bigger than the earth, and he like brings his fist down like with the finger like that, and you grab it and it's fucking punching. Oh, it's brilliant. Proper Dragon Ball Z nonsense, but yeah, I love it. But again, it doesn't seem to sort of get the love it deserves, really. So those two are probably the main ones. Yeah,
You
wonderful
want to
game.
say Azaric then? If you got mental.
No, not Balthazar.
At least it didn't say Vampire Rain.
Yes. Well, I was going to go even further back and go Sonic R, but we'll go from there. So
Sonic. Oh my God.
what a wonderful! I love Sonic R.
Oh,
Dan,
mate.
Ross, please tell me one of you have played Sonic R.
I play Sonic R. It's just
Oh, outrageous! Right. Anyway, let's move on.
everybody's super Sonic
don't.
racing.
Everybody is Supersonic Racing indeed. Right. Speaking of Supersonic Racing, we've been going far too long. Let's go home. So thanks for tuning in. This has
Oh
been
God, nearly
Xbox
2
Tavern,
hours.
Xpod Tavern episode 18th. And thank you again if you made it this far. Listen to our ranting and listen to about Sonic R. So Graham, thank you very much.
Hello.
Dan,
Goodbye.
Ian,
Morning.
and Ross.
Goodbye, folks.
You can follow us at Xbox Tavern on Twitter, xboxtavern.com. And take care, everybody, and have fun.
Everybody's super Sonic racing.
Keep on singing it. That was the outro. Go.
Super Sonic racing.